It's a curious case of once the most valued Indian startup now down to a fraction of its peak value of $22 billion. But a dip in valuation is not the only problem staring Byjus right in its face. In fact, go down the long rabbit hole and there's no wonderland, but a quicksand that's sucking in the founder and the only remaining board members. Who are these board members? Byju Ravindran himself, his wife Divya Gokulnath and his brother Riju Ravindran. In the pit of that quicksand is a crocodile. Lenders that once gave Byjus Alpha, the edtech's US subsidiary, a $1.2 billion loan in 2021 when Byjus was on an expansion spree internationally. But Byjus was neither able to repay the loan nor the interest on it. In fact, it forced lenders to take Byjus Alpha to the US bankruptcy court in the District of Delaware last year. In a hearing in March this year, Judge John Dorsey asked Riju Ravindran to declare where $533 million from the $1.2 billion proceeds of the loan were stashed. On May 22nd, 2 months after issuing the order, Riju Ravindran now faces contempt of court for not declaring the whereabouts of the hidden or perhaps stolen $533 million. Now, in the midst of this borrowing of money, diverting money and hiding money was a hedge fund that went by the name Camshaft. The hedge fund manager, a William Cameron Morton, barely in his 20s, who apparently helped hide the money, has reportedly fled the US, citing medical reasons to prevent from getting arrested. Riju Ravindran, like his brother Byju Ravindran and sister-in-law Divya Gokulnath, has shifted domicile to the UAE, living the rich life in Dubai. Now, UAE doesn't have an extradition treaty with the US, so an arrest warrant against Riju Ravindran, the sole director of Byjus Alpha, won't help. The conspicuous silence of the allegedly conspiring first family of Byjus raises one simple question. Have they stolen $533 million, which is worth about 4,400 crore rupees at today's exchange rate? Judge John Dorsey's statements definitely seem to suggest so. Here's exactly what he said. Quote, I conclude Mr. Ravindran's testimony is not truthful. He either knows where the funds are located or is intentionally avoiding obtaining the information from other sources. I therefore find that he is in contempt of my previous order to provide the information. It's time for Byjus to come out of the hiding, break their silence and own up the mess they've created. Problems at Byjus are aplenty. It's time to take tough decisions and clean up that mess. As the king says in Alice in Wonderland, begin at the beginning and go on till the end, then stop.